Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at the Steinway & Sons piano store over on the west side of Madison. I'm really excited because we're talking with a gentleman who is very passionate, talking about a topic that is very passionate to him. This is Tom Davison. How are you, Tom?
I'm well, thank you.
So Tom, you are, I guess, what is your official title here? I'm not even real sure.
I don't know.
Just
ask Ben.
Ask Ben. What, call you the manager maybe here, or
No.
lead?
I'm the sales dude.
The sales dude here at Steinway & Sons. Well, good to have you with us. Thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
So I'm really excited because we're going to talk about piano for the older beginner, because it's never too late to learn something new in life. So what exactly is meant by piano lessons for adult beginners? Explain that to us.
Well, there's different stages. You know, so many people started as children.
Right.
And then gave it up. There you go, Janet. And then thought, you know what, I'm retired now.
Yeah.
I really want to do this. I want to be involved in active participation in music.
Right.
And just, it makes you happy.
Right.
It just does.
So can you flesh out how you think the adult learner looks at piano lessons differently from the younger ones?
Good question.
Very good question. And I've got a good answer. And that is that the beginning student is like a student in school, and everything is destination oriented. First grade to second grade to third grade,
Right.
third grade to fourth. When you get my age, I'm 62. And when you get my age, you don't care. You just want the experience. And I'm going to give you an analogy. The analogy is there are two different ways to get from Quebec City to Vancouver. One is the fast way. You take a jet and you're there in 6 hours.
Sure.
The other way is you take the Trans-Canadian Railroad.
Take the scenic route.
Yeah.
And you know what? You're disappointed when it ends.
Right.
Because it's all in the journey, it's not in the destination. I
Right.
would say that's one of the major differences between children's students and students who are seniors.
I
Right.
can see that.
Yeah. So the seniors are taking the lessons more for the experience of learning versus I want to get to this point to where I can play X, Y, and Z.
Totally,
Yeah.
you nailed it.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering how lessons can be changed or made appropriate for the adult versus the younger learner.
Well, because you interact with them and you ask them questions in your interrogatory, and you find out what their goals are. Because I play for fun. I'm in piano heaven here. You can see that. And I play for
And you didn't even have to die to get here.
I hope I'm not dead. Am I dead, Justin?
I hope not.
So, no, it's...
And with the kiddos, you're a little more regimented or playful, or?
Well, it's up to the teacher.
I'm sure it depends on the individual too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's up to the teacher. You were a band director, yes?
Yes.
N'est-ce pas?
Yes.
Oops, I'm speaking French. And you watched children develop through the years. I went to school to be a band director.
Right.
My dad was a band director. I could read music before I could read
Right.
words, and truly. And so I grew up with it.
Right.
And it was my dad always getting me from one Rubank book to another.
Right.
To
Remember those
another.
books?
Oh, the Rubank books.
Right?
Yeah,
And-
they still
and-
sell them.
They do, and they're exactly the same.
They're exactly the same. Haven't changed in however many
It's
years.
so fun. It's
Yeah.
so fun. But the senior doesn't care about that.
Right.
They want to be able to play in front of their friends and say, or their children, or
Right.
their grandchildren, and just
Enjoy.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Thank you for the word.
Right. Right. And you know what's interesting is I found that there really isn't a whole lot of difference between seniors and kids in that way, because I think kids, when they want to take up a musical instrument, they just want to play to enjoy it as well. And I think that's why maybe practicing becomes a chore, because they learn this etude, learn that etude, learn that scale.
It does become a chore.
And it becomes a chore. There's not, the enjoyment is kind of sucked out
I got to
of it.
tell you a real quick story.
Yeah.
I don't know how much time we have.
Go ahead.
My daughter, my youngest daughter, all three of my kids were Six Flags singer dancers.
Okay.
And my youngest daughter knew that my favorite movie was Mr. Holland's Opus, because it reminded me of my father.
Yeah.
Don't want to get emotional here.
Right.
And so she came back. The first day I bought her a clarinet and did the theme
Yeah.
with no instruction.
Wow.
And I'm like,
She had an ear.
Wow.
and she became first chair clarinet.
Incredible.
It was fun.
So we haven't really come out right to say they offer lessons here at Steinway.
We offer lessons. We offer lessons for every single level, every single age. Whatever your desires are, that's what's important, because I can't tell you, Janet or Justin, what your desires
Right.
are.
Right.
That's where the communication comes in.
And you know, I think it's interesting with adults especially. I think as we all get older, we start kind of developing these limiting beliefs about ourselves and what we can and can't do. And I think sometimes as the older we get, we say, well, that ship has sailed, I can't do that anymore. I would love to, but I can't. But you're here to tell us
You're
that that's
slapping
not,
me that in the face.
that's not true, that you can.
You can. You absolutely. Okay, another quick story. Tom and his stories. Debbie knows about my stories. The oldest student, beginning student I ever had, his name was Lyle, I think.
Yeah.
87.
Oh.
87. And he comes in and he says, Tom, it's never too late to learn. 87.
That's awesome. What a great attitude.
So let's
I hope I'm like that.
Right, yeah, me too.
let's take that one step further. So if someone's watching right now that's thinking, oh, I've wanted to do this, I want to do this, what's the next thing they do to get started?
Contact us.
Give you a call, stop in.
Yes, Ben Garber, the owner.
Yep.
Call him.
And is he the one that would be giving the lessons?
He or Yana.
Okay.
Yana's a
So we have two instructors here.
We
two teachers.
do.
Okay.
We do, and we can recommend other instructors. Excuse
No problem.
me. Yana's from the Ukraine.
Okay.
She's just a sweetheart. She just got her doctorate.
Wow.
Ben has his master's.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
that.
He's got everything.
Very accomplished.
Yeah.
He's got it all.
Yeah.
So we can take care
Lots
of
of
you.
good-
That's the bottom line.
Lots of good teachers here and lots of good opportunities as you've shared with us here today. Tom Davison, thank you so much for the insights and the passion. It's always good to talk with you on the program.
You know
So,
what? It's been the most fun I've had. Thank you so much
That's
for being so
fantastic.
nice to me.
Well, that's our show here for today at Steinway's. If you're thinking about getting lessons, or if someone you know might be getting lessons, give them a call. And that's all for us here in Wisconsin Family. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
The beat, clap your hands, let's take control.